Hello everybody, welcome back to Liminality. Yes, I am in the middle of a village. I found this village as I was looking around the world for either some source of regular oak wood or some andesite. Well, I got some. There you go, andesite. Unfortunately, I don't even have any diorite either. In order to make diorite, I need 2 nether quartz and 2 cobble, so that sucks. Anyway, let's see what trades are in this village.
Hi there.
Okay, so he ain't got no trades.
Hi.
Okay, she's a hunter. Let's see what she's offering. Okay, so if we give her some raw mutton, she'll give us some leather, so not bad. I'm not going to take anything out of their chest. I'm just going to organize it for them. There we go. Hey. Let me out. Although, if they do perchance okay, so over here we got a tree, a logger, I guess. Too bad I can't deconstruct, polish, andesite. I mean, I can, just need to deconstruct it, but I don't know.
Hello.
Lumberjack, trade. What you offering, big guy? Not bad.
Hi.
Okay, trade. Not bad. I desperately need some andesite. Let's go check on this island over here. Another labyrinth. Jeez, this goes down deep. It's at moments like this where I wish I had some regular wood. Because then I could just make a sieve, and then I could use said sieve to convert all this gravel into andesite. Oh, and I found our companion again. Let's go explore this labyrinth over here. Maybe we might get lucky and find some useful items. So let's go ahead and crack open these chests, shall we? Oh, some oak planks. Actually, exactly what I'm looking for. Oh, this has even more oak planks in it. We can actually make a sieve. Let me go ahead, open up. Hmm. Let's just mark this real quick. And now let's teleport to base. The reason why I want to mark that is because at least now we know where we can get our hands on some, well, it's not a permanent source of oak, but it'll do. There we go. Now do that. And now I need these sticks. There we go. We now have an oak sieve. It's only one, but it's a start. Let's go chuck all our stuff inside these chests here real quick. We're going to need the string. And also some flint, and I know I have some flint in one of these chests. As well as more string. Which chest do I have all my flint in? Okay. Here we go, we got all of our string. We got some flint. We can now get some andesite pebbles, which we could then turn into andesite alloy. So just do this real quick. There we go. We got flint mesh. Let me go grab all the other sand and flint we have. Gonna go ahead and close my door. Just so I don't have to deal with that thing. Okay, let's see. There we go. Boom. We have more than enough grout for the time being. So let's just store all this grout inside this barrel. What? There we go. And I'll be back once I finish sieving all this gravel. And there we go. We got 11 andesite out of that. So, yeah. I need to get... do that and that. That. There we go. We got 5 andesite alloys. Okay, you might be wondering, why am I making andesite alloy? It's very simple. I want to make this modification for my traveler's boots. I already need 3 andesite to do that. I also need another andesite to make one of these, you know, sheet presses. Oh, a hammer. Interesting. Anyway. And we're also going to need a hand crank. So we're going to need a hand crank. There we go. And we're also going to need a mechanical press. We don't need to worry about a depot for right now. Might as well get a depot, because we don't have enough andesite to make all this stuff just yet. Depot. And yeah, so those are the 3 things we're going to need. Hello there, Kevin. So, let's go ahead, empty out our inventory up here. Do that. And that. There we go. Gonna keep the andesite and all that stuff. So, we now have all the grout we need. We still need to make a little more andesite. Here's another stack I can use. And I'll be back once I've finished sieving this whole stack. And there we go, we're almost done getting all this gravel taken care of, so yeah. We got like 5 more pieces. I like how the second I turn on the recording again, it starts to lag. There we go. And last but not least, there we go. Another 26 andesite. Not bad, not bad at all. And we also have a bunch of diorite. And if you remember, we can combine diorite and cobblestone to make andesite. So we have even more andesite than we did before now. There we go. We got a stack in 17. Let's make that a stack in 16. And I'm going to quickly hit the hay. And I'll be back once it's day. And there we go. It's the next day. So, I didn't even read this. You sense a magical aura surrounding your tool. A +1 experience modifier has now been added. Which tool though? Oh, on my stone pickaxe. My stone pickaxe is becoming juiced. There we go. I think this will give us enough andesite alloy for the time being. There we go. 45 andesite alloy is sufficient. And you, my friend, there we go. You're staying here. I don't want you getting lost again. Let's go ahead and craft all this back into iron ingots. Oh, I can make a little sword cutter out of it. There we go. Now, first things first, let's go ahead and make this. We're going to need some planks. Let's go ahead and get our hands on a little bit more wood. Okay, having a little little bit of block lag, but that's fine. Y'all know how it is. It usually clears up after a minute or two. There we go. Boom. So we're going to need 2 andesite casings, at least for now. There we go. Now let's turn 2 of these into some shafts. And we do have the block of iron upstairs. There we go, and let's also make the depot. There we go. There we go. Let's place the depot. Let's place the press. Let's put on the hand crank. So, in order to make this, we're going to need some water, some fluid pipes. So we need 2 copper sheets. There's a few things I'm going to build this episode. I'm also going to make a basic ore processor that I'm going to use just to cook up all my raw ores into ingots, and then I will also use that to cook up all of our grout. So what I'm going to need is, obviously I'm going to need some copper. Now I have a bunch of it somewhere. Right here. Let's go ahead and cook up this raw copper real quick. I'll be back once I've crafted those parts. Oh great, Goatman's here. Well, let's go ahead, do a little bonk bonk. Bonk. And then one more bonk should do the trick. There we go. Now we can make these pipes. Now in order to get this upgrade, we're also going to need like a... I think I can do it here. I think if I go like this, and then this, then put the helmet in here. Yep, there we go. And now I got diving helmet on that. And then diving boots. I mean, I don't necessarily need that, but I'm going to do it anyways. There we go. Now, the next thing we need is an air tank. Or a back tank. Back tank. There we go, back tank. So for that we're going to need a block of copper. 3 more copper. Okay, so that's going to take me a minute to build. But right now let's make a chute. A nice chute. For that we need basically the same thing we did for the pipes except with iron. So let's go ahead. Whoa, would you look at that? We have 2 iron. And then we're going to do our little thing again. Just do the bonk bonk. There we go. First bonk. One more bonk should do the trick, and then we will have our chute. There we go. Let's make our chute. There we go. Now we could make an iron furnace, I think. I was wrong. Okay, so I don't have that installed, but that's fine. We don't need it. So, let's move a few things around here. There we go. So, what we're going to do is we're going to place the furnace. We got the furnace and the chute's ready to go. Place the furnace there. Chute right here. A chute right here. Then we're going to need to place a chest down here. We just put all our stuff in here for right now. Okay, good. We got an empty chest right here. You just need 2 single chests. And to be honest with you, that doesn't look half bad. It just looks like another step to get into our upstairs abode. There we go. And now, let's give this thing all the coal we had. Give me that. And now let's... Oh, here's some raw gold. Here's some raw zinc. Some raw lead. Ooh, some raw iron. Some raw copper too, not bad. Well, I mean, chunk, like, these ore chunks, I mean, ain't too bad. Do I have... Oh, here's more iron chunks. There we go. Any more chunks? Or just raw resources? I do have these 4 copper chunks here. I don't have a single copper chunk up there. No raw iron in here. We have a lot of gold. And we have a lot of coal. And we have even more raw copper up here. So here's what we're going to do. Obviously, we're chucking our copper in there first. We're going to make our other ores here real quick. And I'll be back once I've started the smelting process of everything. And there we go. Our entire system is up and running now. It'll start producing. And once I got the back tank ready to go, I'll cut the recording. Well, actually, nah, you know what? The recording's already long enough. So I'm going to cut the recording here. I'd like to thank you all for watching. In the next episode, I'll have the back tank ready, and we'll go explore that deep cave that I saw earlier. So, yeah. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Have a nice day, and bye-bye.